Number 4, Magic Johnson.
So, again, 12 years playing. 9-time first-team All-NBA, 1-time second-team All-NBA. He is a 3-time MVP with 9 top 3 MVP finishes. 75% of his seasons, he finished in the top 3 in MVP voting. He retired as the NBA's all-time assist leader. He's now 6th. He's a 4-time assist champion. He averaged for his career 11 assists per game, and he has 138 career triple-doubles. So that's the top-line regular season resume stuff. The playoff stuff, it is honestly, I am, just believe me when I tell you, I left a lot out because there is so much here. So he's a 5-time champion, a 3-time finals MVP, and a 9-time finalist. So again, 9 of his 12 years, he was top 3 in the MVP voting. 9 of his 12 years, he got his team to the NBA finals. It's just unbelievable that he had 12 seasons before the HIV diagnosis, and he had 9 top 3 MVPs, 9 finals, 5 rings, 3 MVPs. Still the all-time playoff leader in assists. Retired as the all-time playoff leader in steals. He's now 4th. He's the all-time playoff leader in triple-doubles with 30. LeBron might catch him. LeBron's at 28. But when he retired, the second most playoff triple-doubles ever was Bird with 10. He had 30. He is the all-time finals leader in assists and steals. His career average is 20 and 11. His career playoff average is 20 and 12. Only Kareem and LeBron in the last 50 years have played in more finals games. Only Jordan, Kareem, and LeBron in the last 50 years have scored more points in the finals. So how'd he do it? Well, he did it by instantly kicking ass. So again, trust me when I say I had to gloss over some of this, or else this would have been 45 minutes on Magic alone. But we'll start with 1980. His first 2 playoff games. He's a rookie. He's a kid too, because he was young when he came into the league, unlike Bird. First 2 playoff games, 13, 12, and 16, followed by 25, 13, 11, and 6. His first series ever, he averaged a triple-double, 15, 11, and 11. And keep in mind with Magic that we're going to say his points, and sometimes points, rebounds, assists, sometimes just points and assists. You hear a lot, a guy had 24 and 17. That typically means 24 points, 17 rebounds. With Magic, if we only give you 2 numbers, remember the second number is assists, because these assist totals are so bananas. He closed out Seattle in the Western Conference Finals as a rookie with 20, 10, and 10. And then, of course, the game that still might be the finest game of his career came as a rookie in the finals. No Kareem in game 6 because Kareem is hurt. He plays center and goes 42 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists, playing out of position to win the championship as a rookie. For the finals, playing against Dr. J in Philly, averaged 21 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists. For the playoffs that year, 18 points per game, 11 rebounds per game, 9 assists per game, 3 steals per game. He's 20 years old. 1981. So that was 1980. 1981, loses in round 1 to Moses, a guy also very high on our list, despite averaging 17 points, 14 rebounds, 7 assists. Now we're to 1982. Round 1. They sweep the opposition. He has 3 round 1 triple-doubles and averages 20, 12, and 11. Western Conference Finals, sweeps the great George Gervin against Dr. J in the finals, averages 16, 11, and 8 for another finals MVP. And for the playoffs, he's now 22 years old and a 2-time champion and a 2-time finals MVP. He averages for the playoffs 17 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 steals. 1983 opens his title defense with 19 points, 9 rebounds, 18 assists and 7 steals. 19, 9, 18, 7 to open the playoffs. Closes out round 1 with a 25-point, 7 rebound, 15 assist, 4 steal game. Playing George Gervin again. Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals. 31 points, 8 rebounds, 17 assists. Again, do you know how batshit insane that is? Just throws up a humble 31, 8, and 17. For the series, averaged 18, 11, and 14. In the reason the points were low was Game 6 of the Western Conference Finals. He had one of the most bizarre games ever. He scored 2 points, but had 15 rebounds and 16 assists. Now, in the finals, they're playing Philly, who, again, they beat in 1980, a Philly team that beat them in Moses beat them in 81, but who they beat in 1980 and who they also beat in 1982 in the finals. And this time, Philly has Moses, and Philly sweeps them. But Magic does average 19 points, 8 rebounds, 13 assists. But if we're being fair, 6 turnovers per game. Still 19, 8, and 13 for the series. 1984, round 1 sweep of the Kings. Averages 22, 7, and 12. In round 2 against Dallas, averages 17, 6, and 13. Averaged in the Western Conference Finals, 18, 6, 15, and 3. Again, for Magic, I just have to tell you series averages because there's too many games. Like, oh, he had 19 assists, he had 21 assists, he had 11. It's too much. Gets back to the finals, this time playing Bird and the Celtics for the first time, averages 18 points, 8 rebounds, 14 assists. But Bird was better than him in the series, and it's unbelievable. Magic in Game 4 had 20 points, 11 rebounds, 17 assists, but missed a couple free throws and had a bad turnover late. And that's the game where people came up with Tragic Johnson. Again, you think the media has only been hard now. The guy had 20, 11, and 17, was already a 2-time champion and 2-time finals MVP. And people were like, oh, Joker. 1985, right after the Tragic Johnson label gets thrown on him, opens the playoffs with an 18-point, 19-assist game. Closes out Drexler in Portland in round 2 with 34, 9, and 19. 34, 9, and 19. In a series where he averaged 22, 7, and 17. Dude averaged 17 assists per game regularly in these playoffs. Gets revenge on Boston, beats him in 6 in the finals. Magic has another just typical for the finals and for the playoffs. 18 points, 7 rebounds, 14 assists per game. It's his finals and playoffs averages. Again, 18, 7, and 14 doesn't win finals MVP. Kareem wins it. 1986, defending champ, lose to Houston in the Western Conference Finals, and for the first time in 4 years, he does not make the finals. In that playoff run, where they lose to Houston, Magic averaged 21 points per game, 6 rebounds per game, 15 assists per game. It's too many insane games to list them all. Again, he averaged 21, 6, and 15 for the postseason run. 1987, wins league MVP for the first time. And guess what? He's going to be back in the finals. Missed the finals for a year, said that shit was whack. Let's go back to the finals. Run to the finals, the Lakers go 11-1. He averages on the way to the finals 28 and 12. And then in the finals, it's the rubber match with Boston. Game 1, Magic Johnson, 29 points, 8 rebounds, 13 assists. Game 2, Magic Johnson, 22 points, 5 rebounds, 20 assists. Game 3, Magic Johnson, 32 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists. For the series, 26 points per game, 8 rebounds per game, 13 assists per game, and another finals MVP. 1988, another year. So, yeah, it's probably time for Magic to make the finals again. This one, not quite as easy. Round 2, Game 7 against Malone and Stockton. 23, 9, and 16. Against Stockton, who's one of the best defensive point guards ever. 23, 9, and 16. That's round 2 goes 7. Round 3 goes 7 against Dallas. In Game 7, Magic. 24, 9, and 11. Another 7-game series in the finals. This should have been Magic's MVP. They gave it to Worthy because Worthy had the unbelievable Game 7, but Magic in those finals averaged 21 points, 6 rebounds, 13 assists. Don't bring those finals up to Isaiah Thomas and the Pistons. They think that should have been theirs. Understand it. Still Magic. If the Lakers are going to win it, Magic's probably got to be finals MVP despite what Worthy did. 21, 6, and 13. 1989. Magic wins another league MVP. They're going for 3 straight titles. They sweep their way to the finals. And this is one of the things that is forgotten about Magic's career. They're going for 3 straight titles. Magic is league MVP. They sweep the entire West en route to the finals. Magic averages 20 points, 7 rebounds, 13 assists en route to the finals. In the finals, Detroit is awesome, but we also never know what will happen because Magic got hurt in Game 2, and they get swept. Magic misses games. He gets hurt in Game 2, so we don't know. I think Detroit probably wins no matter what, but it's hard to prove. Let me put it like that. That ended an 8-year stretch of 7 finals appearances and 4 titles. Overall in the 80s, he had 8 finals appearances and 5 titles in that decade. 1990, Kareem is now retired. Magic wins another MVP, but they lose to Phoenix in round 2 despite, and this is what was amazing about Magic, all those games I told you, he's not scoring 40 in really any of them. Kareem retires. They're in the playoffs. They're facing adversity. Games 4 and 5 against Phoenix, 43 points in Game 4, 43 points in Game 5. Averages for the playoffs, 25, 6, and 13. 1991. Oh, it's been a year not being in the finals. Like we said, Magic didn't go multiple years without being in the finals. So 1991, he's back in the finals. Averaged 23, 8, and 13 in the playoffs leading up to the finals. In round 1, he had a 20-assist game and a 38-point game in the same series. Round 2, he had a 44-point game and averaged in round 2 a triple-double, 26, 10, and 13. This is 1991. This is his 12th year in the league. In the Western Conference Finals, averages 21, 8, and 13 against Portland, who's the defending conference champs. They're facing MJ's Bulls. Game 1 is a triple-double, but then they lose 3 straight. Down 3-1, Magic did put up in Game 5 16, 11, and 20 assists, playing all 48, but it's not enough. And then he's diagnosed with HIV. So again, 9 years. First year, Finals MVP champion. Second year, Finals MVP champion. 6th year, champion. 8th year, league MVP. 9th year, 10th year league MVP with 3 more titles mixed in there. Year 12, back in the finals and could have won a couple years prior, but lost in the finals when he got hurt. And then he gets diagnosed with HIV and his career's over, but not actually. So he's out of basketball for 4 full seasons. Comes back at age 36 after missing his age 32, 33, 34, and 35 seasons. In his first game back after 4 years out of basketball, 19, 8, and 10. He played the 2-time defending champion Rockets in round 1 of the playoffs and averaged for the series averaged the first 2 games of the series, I should say, 23, 10, and 4. He's 36 years old. He's been out of the league for 4 years. But then that's it. And the career's over. 143 career 10-assist playoff games. 2 full seasons of double-digit assist playoff games. 10 career 20-assist playoff games. Little context there. The rest of NBA history combined has 10 20-assist playoff games. Magic has 10. And the career was cut, 3, 4, 5 years short. He's the 4th greatest player of the last 50 years. Magic Johnson. Let's go to a couple Magic callers.
It's showtime. What up, man? I had to holler at you, Nick. It's Kelvin, man. And I heard you got Magic in the top 5. Matter of fact, you got Magic in number 4. You see he's smiling? I'm smiling because that's the right place for him, right? Transcendent, 6'9", running the point, dropping dimes. Tupac said, how do you want it? You want rebounds, assists, points? It don't matter. He delivered 5 rings, transcended on and off the court. The Magic Man.
I did some research on Magic Johnson trying to find the most interesting thing possible. Here's what I came up with. Isaiah Thomas on Open Court a few years ago. I'll read you the quote. In this era, we would be talking about Magic Johnson as probably one of the greatest centers to ever play the game. Food for thought. I liked it. What do you think?
I agree. I think Magic is truly positionless, could dominate at any spot, and in this era where you don't have to defend dominant centers, could be the ultimate small ball cheat code. The only question about Magic is, if not for HIV, would he be considered the GOAT? If he would have kept playing, keep in mind, he has 5 rings. Is it likely he would have gotten one more? I think so. If he gets one more, is it one of the years Jordan won? And would Jordan now have 5? And Magic have 6? Kareem is in the GOAT conversation. Kareem has 6, but Kareem won 5 of his alongside Magic. He is, I can't call him underrated, but it is, a little frustrating to me when I heard people arguing, is Steph the greatest point guard ever? No. The conversation of greatest point guard ever starts at number 2 because Magic Johnson transcended the rankings. He is without question the greatest point guard of all time. He is the 4th greatest player of the last 50 years. And if we did all time, would he still be the 4th greatest player? Would I have him ahead of Wilt and Russell? I would. He's the 4th greatest player of the last 50 years, also the 4th greatest player ever, Earvin Magic Johnson. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.